Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I deeply appreciate you all. If you want to be part of my 11,000 subscriber giveaway, make sure you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. I want to thank everybody who's been booking with me. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. That is the only way to get in contact with me, so just make sure you use that. So my gorgeous angel, it is time for how do others see you? How do others see you? So we're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number one. How do others see the gorgeous and talented pile number one? How do others see you, pile number one? How do others see you, pile number one? We have the 10 of coins. People could see you as successful. People could see you as somebody that is stable, or that they, see as family. How do other people see you? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the cup of love running over. You could be a very loving person. You probably have a lot of people in your life who really love and care for you. Two of Coins. Two of Coins is about practical balance. So there are some people who feel like in some kind of practical way there might be some kind of imbalance. Because the Two of Pentacles is like juggling. It's not really balanced. It's just trying to balance things, trying to make things work. How do others see you, pile number one? Two of Swords. While people see you as somebody that is like dependable, somebody that they want in their life for the long term, and somebody that they really love, sometimes people see you as a little confused, because these are like decisions that are unmade. Maybe some people feel like you're putting off some kind of decision in your life. Clarity on the Two of Swords. Maybe they feel like you're keeping your eyes closed regarding it. Clarity on the Two of Swords. How do others see you? I feel like people see you as somebody who has some worries, anxieties, and fears, and that occasionally that doesn't allow you to see perfectly. Like there's a reason, like this person, the eyes are closed. Usually it's a blindfolded card. This one, the eyes are covered. Clarity on the Two of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is fighting for what matters to you. It could be being defensive, but I feel like there are definitely some people in your life who want you to stand, dropping things, who want you to stand up for yourself in some way. Maybe you haven't, because there's like this weird lack of balance or something else. Maybe you're juggling a lot of things. Yeah. But there are definitely people in your life who feel like if you stood up for yourself regarding something, that you would have some kind of success and be able to move past some kind of obstacle. Clarity on the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're somebody that is very caring, very loving. I feel like you're somebody who has kind of a healing aspect to being around you. Like I feel like it feels good to be around you. You've got some kind of special energy. but I feel like at least other people feel like you've got some anxiety, some kind of fear that doesn't help you see things correctly. But I do feel like the people who really love you, you definitely stand out to them. Yeah. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. So the 10 symbolizes the end of a cycle, but a successful end of a cycle, because it is the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the Fool, which is like taking risks. There are some people in your life who may feel like occasionally you make some foolish decisions, because these two with this kind of can imply that, especially if there's like a lack of balance. But there are others of you that maybe want you to take some kind of risk for things to be even better, because I feel like I feel like you are deeply cared about, whether or not you truly can see that. And that doesn't mean that every person cares about you, but I feel like you are deeply cared about. Clarity on the Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Star. I feel like you have some people who are good friends to you. Some people who want to give you a kind of healing that you may offer other people. People who can really see your value and beauty. Clarity on the Star. Six of Pentacles and the Clover. There are people in your life who just really want good luck for you, especially as it applies to generosity that flows both ways. Clarity on the Fool, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you have people in your life who I'm not saying everybody you've ever met has the best intentions for you or anything like that, because that's a lot of people. But I feel like you have some people in your life who love you, who want you to be happy, who want your new beginnings to be solid and stable. I feel like you've got some people who really love you, whether it is romantic or whether it is familial or whether it is friends. Something like you've got some people who really love and care about you. How do others see you? Pile number 1, how do others see you? We have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is actually clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. People want to offer you things, especially things that might lead to stability and abundance for you. People want to make sure that you with your new beginning, you're starting on new beginnings that like lead you to someplace practical, offer you something real. Ace of Pentacles on top of Ace of Pentacles. So like there are definitely some people in your life that are seeing some kind of new beginning for you. How do others see you? King of Swords. Now the King of Swords could be, it's possible to be emotionally cut off, but sometimes the Kings and the Queen of Swords, it's just about having boundaries. I feel like I feel like there's something else in that card, so I'm going to pull another one to clarify it. What else do you want to tell them? All right. I feel like people in your life want you to use your head and your heart. Like, be emotionally open, but also be willing to make logical decisions. And they want this for your happiness, for your wish fulfillment, for your healing. How do others see you? Pile number 1. How do others see you? King of Wands. This is on top of the 7 of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody that goes after what they want. Somebody who can be highly inspired. Somebody who's taking on their more fiery traits. How do others see you? Pile number 1. The Hermit. The Hermit is about self-knowledge. The Hermit is about having the answers inside of yourself. And I feel like sometimes people, like, they know that if you look a little bit closer, like, and you're really, like, they feel like you'll be able to clear some things up for yourself, leading to good things, leading to healing. So I feel like, do people feel like you're I feel like people want you to make sure that you're being introspective about some of the fears that you have, about some of the ideas that you might be holding, about some of the choices that you haven't made yet. At least as far as they can tell. How do others feel about the gorgeous and talented? Pile number 1. Don't let social media confuse you. You're just where you need to be. I feel like they don't want you to, I feel like they don't want you to be confused. Transformation. What about transformation? The Ace of Swords and the Lady. Maybe people are seeing you go through some kind of change. Maybe starting a new beginning with more clarity, honesty, transparency. Suddenly, my neck was a little itchy. How do others see you? Pile number 1. Departed loved ones. You are more loved than you'll ever know. Okay, I feel like some of this might be departed loved ones. Some of these are just loved ones in your life. I feel like there are certainly some people in your life who want you to know how loved you are, want you to know how lovable you are. How do others see you? Surrender. But I feel like they also want you to release something. Release something that to them it looks like that you're having trouble making a decision, like you can't get a clear vision on what that decision is, and that there's like some kind of self-knowledge that'll help you, at least from this these other people's perspective, will help you kind of get out of your fears, your worries, your anxieties, the things that keep you up at night. So I feel like the people in your life really, really love you, but they also may want you to be a little bit more introspective, and they want to make sure that you're getting something real in your new beginnings, that you're getting honesty, truth, clarity in your new beginnings. We have rat. Rat is about being sneaky. There could be somebody in your life who's acted really sneaky. There could be somebody in your life who has acted really cold-hearted. I feel like we have the flower, so there's some kind of growth, some kind of beauty, and we have prosperity, abundance. I feel like, especially whether it's actual family, whether it's found family, I feel like for the most part, people really want you in the long term in their life, but you may have somebody that's acted in a way that's cold-hearted, somebody who might have acted in a sneaky way. If so, it does look like the people who really love you might want you to have some kind of new beginning, want you to look at the situation clearly, because I do think standing up for yourself is something that there's a few people in your life, even if it is just departed loved ones, who want you to stand up for something for yourself. So I hope that this helped you. And if you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 11,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment, and you're in the running for that. Thank you again to everybody who has been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings, because I appreciate you all. If you do want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And thank you so much. I deeply appreciate it. If you do, right now my bookings are about 48 hours out. So it's time for our gorgeous pile number 2. Pile number 2, my gorgeous angels. Sorry, my pen was not wanting to write down the timestamp. So, pile number 2, my gorgeous angels. How do others see you? How do others see you? We have the 5 of coins. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands is about stability, celebration, about some kind of, it can be home, it can be a stable relationship in which 2 people hold up their side of the deal. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so I feel like Wheel of Fortune indicates a change of fortune. We have, which is good because we have the 5 of Pentacles here, and 5 of Pentacles indicates loss, indicates needs not being met, indicates being out in the cold or having been out in the cold. We do have a Knight of Wands, which I'm going to get some clarity on, because sometimes the Knight of Wands is somebody that comes in with a lot of passion and leaves just as fast. So clarity on the Knight of Wands. Clarity on the Knight of Wands. We have Death. Death is an end of a cycle, Or it's some things need to end for new things to begin. Clarity on the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Cups. So people might be seeing you walk away from things that are emotionally unfulfilling for you, things that have made you live in some kind of lack. And, you know, cycles that needed to end, especially regarding people who maybe you couldn't really depend on. But we have the Ace of Cups, so I feel like people see you making some kind of emotional new beginning. I feel like people see you changing your fate for the better. How do others see you? People see you as somebody who is loving, who is emotionally mature, who is open. And people see you as somebody who's carried really heavy burdens. Maybe there was some kind of ending that has led to a heavy burden. Maybe you have had some kind of heavy burden in relationships. You might have had some kind of heavy burden in relationships. Clarity on that. 10 of Wands. Just throwing it all over the place. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is, again, a new beginning, but this time in something real, something that can be stable. With the Sun, there's blessings, realizations, clarity, happiness. So people may see you maybe releasing something for your happiness. But starting things over in something that can be much more stable. So I feel people like have noticed some kind of change in you. And I feel like it's been impressive. It's been walking away from lack and loss. It's been, you know, maybe having something end, but transformation, your fate improving. Yeah, I feel like you've done some work. I feel like people are noticing. How do others see you? Pile number 2. 6 of Swords. Yeah. People see you walking away from what does not fulfill you, moving on to calmer waters, seeking justice and balance in your life, putting in the necessary work, especially on making your life better, especially on, you know, emotionally mature things. And people see you kind of planning your next adventure, deciding what you will choose. We have the Broom, and I feel like people see you sweeping things out of the way if they're not serving you. So I do feel like something happened at some point that left you without. Something left you sad. Something left you with your needs unmet. But I see this progress, and I feel like other people see this progress. I feel like you're just coming off as impressive, as somebody who's you know, actually really doing the work, actually making sure that there are balanced relationships in your life, actually walking away from things that leave you in a state of lack. Departed loved ones. You are more loved than you'll ever know. So this might be some kind of indication from departed loved ones that, you know, maybe they are helping you on your journey because of the love that they hold for you. For others of you, I feel like people are cheering you on because whether it was romantic or platonic or familial, I feel like you have been more loved than you realize. How do others see you? Two of Cups. Feel like people see you bringing some kind of justice and balance into your love life. I feel like people see you, you know, making the choices to love and be loved. Again, people see you doing work and walking away from what doesn't fulfill you. And Two of Swords. So you have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords can be a lack of clarity that's keeping you from making a decision. So maybe people don't know if you're clear on what decision you're making completely or what decision you're going to make going forward. But I feel like, so why is there, let's get some clarity on that. Two of Swords is a lack of clarity in the mind. Eight of Swords and the Gazebo. The Gazebo is being seen from the outside. The Eight of Swords is, you know, the mental limitations that we accept. The things that, you know, so I feel like people see that you have made a lot of progress. I feel like people see you have made a lot of change. I feel like some people are not entirely sure that you have mentally broken yourself out of whatever limitation place that you were in. Yeah. But it does seem like I feel like, because those are like the Cupid's arrows, so it could be that there's a lot of affection and attention on you right now. It could be that you are just going after your passions and some people are being able to come with you. But we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Stork. Stork is about good news. And the Queen of Hearts is the Queen of Cups. It's the Queen of Emotions. Queen of Feelings. Somebody. I feel like there are certainly, maybe there are some people who are still confused looking from the outside. But there are definitely others in your life who just see you like moving forward, see you and just want this good news for you, want to give you good news. I feel like you have a lot of people who see how beautiful your heart is. So again, it may be hard to feel it sometimes, but I think that there are definitely people in your life who see your progress. Maybe not everybody. Some people might be, you know, confused. Maybe because of their own mental prison, because their own limitations. But whether you grow and improve isn't dependent on whether somebody else recognizes it. And I think that you do have people recognizing it. And I feel like some people might not, but that's maybe because of their own mental prison. Right, I dropped one with my cards again. So, I hope this helps you. Let's get you some charms. Oh, throwing everything. How do others see you? We have the dolphin. Dolphin is about emotional intelligence. Water is emotion. Dolphins are very intelligent. We have Jade, which is about the heart space. So I feel like a great deal in your life, the people in your life see you as somebody who's very emotionally intelligent. We have the crystalline horse. So there's kind of like some kind of clarity that is moving you forward. Maybe people are getting more clear on why you are moving forward. We also have two words, kiss and he, came up in that order, like right next to each other. So there might be some kind of romantic thing here. What about kiss and he? Good news for the Queen of Hearts. So there may be some kind of somebody who is very interested in you in a romantic sense as well. But I feel like this doesn't seem to be just about something romantic. I feel like this is people like really seeing your growth and your progress. So I hope that this helped you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 11,000 subscribers. Just make sure you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for it. It's time for my gorgeous pile number 3s. How do others see you, pile number 3? How do others see you? We have the Hermit. We have the King of Swords. All right, between the Hermit and the King of Swords, people might see you as somebody that really keeps to themselves. We have the Page of Swords. Maybe somebody who keeps to themselves but is always observing. 10 of Coins. People may see you as somebody that is very abundant, very successful. People also might want to build some kind of long-term relationship, some kind of stability with you. Let's talk about the Hermit. Clarity on the Hermit. How do other people see you, pile number 3? Ace of Cups. All right. There are definitely people that love you. Who have very strong feelings for you. Clarity on the King of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles twice. I feel like there is definitely somebody in your life who wants to, who wants something that is very long-term and stable. Again, this might be friends. This might be family members. This might be, like, I feel like the people who care about you might want you to be a little bit more in their life. Not because that you need to be any more you, but because, like, they just really want to be a part of this. How do others see you, pile number 3? The devil. The devil is obsessions, addictions, unhealthy cycles. So now we have you probably being something of an observer, but I also feel like if you've been going through any kind of unhealthy cycles, I feel like people have recognized it. Clarity of the 10 of Pentacles. Like, I feel like they still want you in their life for the long term. Like, they want something steady. They want something stable with you. We have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is honesty, clarity, transparency. So you might be somebody who's very honest, very clear, very transparent. Or there may be some people in your life who have a truth to tell you. They are coming from a place of love. They are coming from a place of wanting things to be successful with you and in their life. We have the Hermit. We have the King of Swords and Peace. King of Swords has now come up twice. We have the Peace Lilies on top of the Obsession card. The things that feel good but aren't good for you card. So I feel like, again, if you're doing anything that isn't healthy for you, I feel like people have recognized it. And people do want better for you. I feel like people do want you to have some kind of peace. But I feel like and maybe they feel like you're off trying to like figure out some things about yourself. But there's definitely some people in your life who want you to be like more there. Just more in their life. Again, it's up to you. Like whether you want to or not, whether you want to invest in that. I just feel like but how do others see you? Pile number 3. How do other people see you? We have the Moon. Well, the Moon could mean that there's maybe not a lot of information that they're getting. The Moon could mean, because it's like a mystery card. The Moon is fear. The Moon is illusion. So again, there might be some people in your life who care about you that might not fully know what's going on. How do others see you? The Fool. So the Fool is somebody who takes risks, who is starting over. The Fool doesn't always consider, the consequences. Clarity on the Devil. 5 of Cups. People feel like maybe something that has not been healthy for you has caused you some kind of unhappiness, some kind of regret. People do want you to focus on that whatever was lost isn't what is going to make you happy. At least not from the outside. At least not what they see. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, like the Hermit, is also a spiritual card. We have the Moon. I don't know. Some of you might be going through some kind of dark night of the soul. I mean, there is maybe some regret. the Hierophant is about rules, hierarchy, commitments. Feel like commitments come up. But I do, there's something else there, so I'm going to get clarity on that. We have the Fool. Be careful about, like, make sure that you are actually honoring your commitments. It's, you know, it's okay if you don't want to make commitments, and unless there's, you know, some reason why, you know, like a child, where you have a real responsibility there. But I think that there's a need to, even if you're facing some kind of loss, especially if people don't know what's going on with you, like, I'm just getting, like, be careful to honor your commitments. No one owes you anything. Don't wait around for an apology, explanation, or closure you may never receive. If you're waiting on somebody for closure, people want you to stop waiting for that. Again, maybe you experienced something where there was some kind of toxic cycle. Maybe you have some regrets. Maybe, but your life moving forward isn't dependent on another person getting their act together. How do others see you? Pile number 3. We have intimacy. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. So I feel like there is some kind of offered intimacy, but there's also a need to make sure that you are embracing yourself, because it does look like that would lead to a new beginning in love, a new emotional beginning. To somebody who comes forward in an honorable way. How do others see you? Pile number 3. Invite help. Okay, people would rather you ask for help than just cutting yourself off from everybody. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. God, pursue me. Whether you ask for help from the divine, whether you ask for help from friends, from family, I feel like people would much rather have you ask for help than have you just suffer by yourself. People don't like being in the dark about what's going on with you. Again, if there's somebody that you feel like you really, really can't trust, that doesn't mean that you have to give your, you know, your personal vulnerability to everybody. But if there are some people who have shown that they actually care about you, even if you're hurting right now, even if you're suffering right now, it's just going to be better for not just you, but also for the people who care about you, if you ask them for help. We have the letter A. We have the letter G. And we have the letter Z. We have the smile with a raised eyebrow, and we have the sad face. So I feel like there might be something that kind of makes you feel right. There might be something that has been maybe making you unhappy. We have the soft heart. I feel like maybe you have a really soft heart. Maybe you are, retreating and like maybe emotionally closing off a little bit. Again, you don't need to make yourself available and vulnerable to everybody, especially people who have shown you that, they don't respect your vulnerability or, your boundaries. But I think that you have family. I think that you have people who, only want good things for you. And they don't want you to be stoic. They don't want you to pretend like nothing's wrong. They want you to ask for help. We have the gear, and the gear is about being in the right place to affect like this big, something that is bigger than you, in just being in the right place. And we have the gem. So I feel like you are a gem. I feel like there are definitely people who, be careful if you are having regret about, like unhealthy things that may have to do with intimacy. But I feel like people just want you to have peace. People just want, like, whether you've been just retreating back so much that, because you don't really want to figure out that somebody might not be there for you. But I feel like people can sense that there is something going on and people want you to ask for help. Yeah. So just know that retreating away from everybody doesn't mean that everybody thinks that you're fine. And yeah, I feel like there's definitely people in your life who want to know what's going on with you. And might be a little bit in the dark about that right now. So I wish you the absolute best. Thank you so much. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And if you want to book with me, my email, my email's in the description below the timestamps. And if you want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 11,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. Pile number 4, my gorgeous angels. How do others see you? How do others see you? 4 of Wands. 2 of Coins. Two of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I think that people see you as somebody that is stable, that's loving, but they can have something really secure with you. Again, it may be romantic, it may be friendship, it may be familial. But people, I think, may notice that right now you're really having to try to balance some things, and it's being really rough. People also might see you not knowing what action to take. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so maybe you have received some kind of bad fortune. Or maybe on the other side of what's going on, you're going to be receiving some kind of good fortune. But maybe, again, maybe you are a little off balance and a little in a place where you don't know what to do. And I feel like for some of you, it's because despite how supportive and fun that you are, yeah, I feel like something happened and things are now imbalanced for you. How do others see you? I'm going to do with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like people are seeing you grieve. I feel like people are seeing you maybe be a little bit afraid. Maybe having trouble sleeping. Clarity on the Two of Swords. How do others see you? I feel like people see you as somebody that is capable of moving fortune in their favor, despite maybe having dealt with bad luck. Clarity on the... I feel like whatever happened is making you have to really creatively look at the situation. It's really making you have to see things in a different way than you have in the past. It may be really making you feel like there's not a lot that you can do. Clarity on the Four of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about emotionally walking away from what is unfulfilling. So why is the Eight of Cups here? Are you emotionally walking away from people? Are you emotionally walking away from relationships? I feel like there has been something that you have been grieving, and maybe you're trying to move forward away from that. Yeah. Because some of you might be literally grieving, because we have the coffin next to the Eight of, on top of the Eight of Cups, next to the Nine of Swords. And if so, I am sorry for your loss. For others of you, something has ended, and because something has ended, you're walking away from the things that don't fulfill you in order for you to have greater stability in your life. For your own self-worth, for your own stability. How do others see you? Pile number 4. People see you emotionally moving forward from something where you may have felt betrayed, where there was a very difficult ending. Whether it's betrayal, whether it is loss. So, clarity on the Wheel of Fortune. People do see, like, even if something has ended, even if you're grieving something, they do see you moving forward. But like, maybe this has caused some imbalance within you. Maybe this has caused some kind of not knowing what to do, which is understandable. But I feel like with the Queen of Swords and appreciation, I feel like you are making logical decisions. You are moving, you are either expressing gratitude or gravitating towards people who show you gratitude. Maybe that is how you're trying to, like, figure out what to do. How do others see you? Pile number 4. How do others see you? We've got the Tower, not surprising with these other cards, and the 6 of Swords. So something shook up your foundation. Something fell apart in a catastrophic way. People see you picking yourself up. People see you doing everything you can to move on to calmer waters. It does seem like you are still emotionally affected by this. It does seem like, you know, maybe there is a part of you that, like, you really need to think a little bit creatively in order to move forward. But I feel like people see you doing it. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like people... Again, I feel like people view you as somebody that is stable but fun, and somebody who, you know, like, I feel like people see these good things in you. Like, people see you being generous. I feel like people recognize your generosity. I feel like people do want to, like, be in your life. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you just might be hyper-focused on the practical right now because of the intense emotional thing you have had to move forward from, something that still bugs you. How do others see you? Pile number 4. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is about rules and laws. It's also about a spiritual card. It is about, it can be a little bit more rigid than, say, the High Priestess or the Magician. So I don't know if maybe in order to, you know, do everything you can to move good fortune closer to you, maybe you're being a little bit more rigid with rules that you have for yourself. I don't think that, like, again, I don't think that you're being so rigid that people, like, dislike you or anything like that. I feel like people can kind of understand where you're coming from. How do others see you? Pile number 4, the Sun. I feel like people see you like they're, you know, doing your best to, like, take yourself away from something that catastrophically fell apart towards something that is joyful, something that is happy for you. I feel like people want blessings for you. I feel like you, despite what you have gone through, I feel like you bring a lot of happiness, joy, and warmth to others. Again, I feel like you are a generous person. I feel like you are somebody that's, you know, people feel like safe and secure around, and you're fun. So, I mean, maybe you're not quite as fun at this moment because you're going through it, but, like, people recognize that. Yeah, so people see you at a crossroads, figuring out what is the best road to take. And, you know, maybe sometimes people, like, I feel like people are maybe seeing you as being a little bit more unsure than you have in the past. But it does seem like from the outside that maybe, I feel like people seem to respect the choices that you're making. I feel like people do see you as regardless of the, I do feel like you went, because we had the Tower and all that, I feel like you went through some bad luck and you're turning things around for yourself. And I feel like people can see that, people can respect that. Again, maybe it has, yeah. But maybe you're being like a little bit more like, you know, appreciation is necessary. Maybe that was something that you weren't receiving before. We have focus. And I think that you are. People are seeing you being really focused. Despite not necessarily knowing what to do all the time, people see you focused on like doing the practical things that you need to do. How do others see you? We have inner beauty. Again, you know, Amaterasu, goddess of the sun, we have the sun. So people see, like, people recognize your inner beauty, your inner lights. People, I feel like, recognize how much energy maybe that you have given to other people. Maybe people are really recognizing, like, that amount of warmth that you do exude, that you do give off. How do other people see you? Inner child, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. I feel like right now you're having to attend to your own inner child. I feel like right now you are having to figure out how to fulfill that vulnerable part of you's needs and wishes. And I feel like it might be as a result of whatever has happened in this situation. How do others see you? Pile number 4, mirrored souls. I feel like other people feel a strong and powerful connection to you. There's something else in mirrored souls that I'm going to have to get some clarity on. What about mirrored souls? Maybe people can see their self in you. Maybe people can I feel like there's definitely some people who can see themselves in you. High Priestess. There are maybe some people who just know. I feel like you are somebody who maybe has a high degree of knowing. Just sometimes you just know. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual attunement with this pile. I feel like whoever is this is somebody that is very spiritually attuned. I feel like you're definitely going through some challenges. I feel like those challenges are really affecting your inner child right now, and they're really making you have to make some big choices. Because something that you thought was stable for you ended up not being that. Clarity on the inner child. 9 of Swords. Because there's something in your inner child that brings up anxiety, fears, worries, sleepless nights. You might be having a lot of trouble sleeping right now. How do other people see you? How do other people see you? I feel like people recognize like your beauty, your fashion. I feel like people see you really moving forward. So like whatever has happened, like you seem to be like moving forward. We have don't panic. Maybe people see you not panicking, or maybe people, don't want you to panic. I feel like even if you are panicking, maybe you're not trying to let other people know that. I feel like maybe because we also have Howlight, which is about calm. I feel like you might be doing everything you possibly can to stay as calm and even as you can during this transition, during this time where things are ending, during this time where you're going to have to make new decisions, and maybe because things and maybe you don't have all the information, but you do have this sense of inner knowing. I do think you have some kind of extra connection with the divine. How do others see you? Mental vacation. Separate your work life from your personal life. As your work day comes to an end, your body and mind have accumulated a lot of stress. Yeah, you see, you may feel exhausted and mentally drained. And I do feel like you're probably very stressed. You probably have feel very exhausted, feel mentally drained. It's very common to carry that agitation home with you if you don't create a peaceful transition between your work and your personal life. Now, this might be about work and personal life. This might just be like, I need to figure out how to take yourself out of a place of high agitation into a calmer state. I do think that you're actually very good at this. Create a mindful transition from your work day to your home life using mental vacation visualization practices. By visualizing a perfect relaxation spot, you can put yourself in a calm, restful, and happy state of mind that allows you to move on peacefully to your next responsibilities. I feel like you've got a lot of responsibilities, and I feel like the goal is calm. The goal is, maybe, and also being able to deal with like the inner child. And I feel like, yeah, there's some kind of practice that you might be doing, maybe you should be doing, anything else. But whatever you're going through, I'm proud of you, because it does look like you're not giving up. You're not, like, even if like things are not necessarily clear to you, it looks like you're still shining your light. You're still being this obviously inner beautiful person, shining light. I feel like you're just having to deal with the anxiety, the fear, the exhaustion, the things that, I do feel like again, you had the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, so I feel like something did not work out in your favor, but I feel like you are doing everything to make sure that going forward things work out for in your favor. And I feel like other people can see that, and I feel like people respect it, and I feel like people want good things from you. But also, like, I think that people recognize that you might be exhausted. And, again, if you've been going through a lot, maybe it makes sense that you are exhausted. Don't beat yourself up about that. Just the key is just to do the work that you need to do. And I feel like you're already doing that. And while you do have a crossroads ahead of you, I feel like there's going to be some kind of spiritual guidance for you on that path. So I really hope that this helped. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much. You want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And if you want to be part of my 11,000 subscriber giveaway, just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you all.